nuclear facilities, including those at Obninsk and Nizhny Novgorod. Additionally, the working group has made progress in implementing the commitments on fuel repatriation made in the July 2009 joint statement. The two nations are accelerating activities to return Russian origin and U.S. origin nuclear fuel from third countries. We are pleased with Ukraine's recent announcement that it will give up all of its highly enriched uranium, and we will work with Ukraine to facilitate the elimination of that material. The U.S. and Russia have also agreed on a list of additional shipments to be completed beyond 2010, when additional Russian research reactors and third countries will be fully converted from the use of highly enriched uranium to low-enriched uranium. And finally, through the working group, our countries are working together to combat illicit trafficking of radioactive and fissile materials. We've made real progress strengthening nuclear security and will continue to make this a cornerstone of our bilateral relationship. But in addition to nuclear security, the working group is also focused on enhancing cooperation in civil nuclear energy. In the 2009 joint statement, Presidents Obama and Medvedev spoke of their, and I'm quoting once again, common vision of the growth of clean, safe, secure, and affordable nuclear energy for peaceful purposes, close quote. We're pleased that the United States and Russia have signed the bilateral civil nuclear energy cooperation action plan in Moscow last month. Together, we can leverage our scientific and engineering resources and facilities to develop innovative nuclear energy technologies, systems, and services. The action plan identified 3 areas of cooperation: reactor demonstration projects, research and development on innovative nuclear energy technology options, and the development of a global civil nuclear energy framework. U.S. and Russian technical experts will meet in Obninsk in coming weeks to begin implementing activities in all 3 areas. The working group provides an ideal forum for engagement on the effort to create a new international framework for civil nuclear cooperation, which President Obama called for in his speech in Prague last year. We have discussed possible approaches and strategies to developing the framework with our Russian colleagues. Just last October in Beijing, with Russian cooperation, the Global Nuclear Energy Partnership Executive Committee agreed to explore ways to enhance international framework for civil nuclear cooperation, noting that, and once more I quote, cradle-to-grave nuclear fuel management could be one important element of this framework. The year ahead will provide good opportunities to discuss this and other ideas. To continue our progress, the Working Group on Nuclear Energy and Nuclear Security has developed an action plan to monitor the activities that I've just described, as well as to develop new areas of cooperation. I look forward to working closely with Mr. Kirienko soon to discuss these issues, assess our progress, and ensure that we keep moving forward. And finally, I would like to mention that our nuclear agenda is just one part of our cooperation with Russia on energy issues. As many of you know, Secretary Stephen Chu, Secretary of Energy Chu, and Russian Energy Minister Shmatko co-chair an energy working group that was also established by our 2 presidents last July, which focuses on collaboration in the areas of energy efficiency, clean energy technology, and energy security. In his recent address in Washington, President Medvedev highlighted the importance of innovation in new energy technologies in the Russian economy. We share his enthusiasm. Cooperation on clean energy technologies holds economic opportunity for both nations and indeed for the world. Given the scope and the gravity of the challenges facing us, it is more important than ever that the United States and Russia strengthen our partnership and show leadership. Over the past year, we have accomplished a great deal, but there is much more to do. We have laid the foundation for future cooperation. Together, we can build a stronger, more prosperous, and more secure future for all of us. That is our opportunity. That is our responsibility. Through the efforts of the people in this room, through the efforts of the organizations represented up here on the dais, I think we have a very good chance to succeed. And I think the world is watching and waiting, and I'm sure none of us wishes to let them down. So I want to thank you all for your attention, and wish you great success in your proceedings. Thank you.